We already have the part of the chassis assembled, and now it's time to complete it by installing the motors and the drivetrain components. Let's start with the MG90S servo motor. It comes with a small plastic bag containing accessories and screws. Place the servo into the designated slot in the body. For now, the servo wire should point toward the front of the car. Take the screw from the kit with the sharp point and secure the first mounting tab of the servo. Then use the second screw to secure the other mounting point. Next, take one of the steering arms we assembled in the previous chapter and connect the wheel hub to the steering arm. Then attach the second steering arm on the opposite side. Tighten the screw on the bottom. The entire steering mechanism must move freely, without resistance. Now take two 8mm screws and secure the steering arms from the bottom of the body. When you are done, everything should sit in place and move smoothly with no bending. For now, put the body aside. You will notice I added 3 motor options to the component list: 21T, 2090 and 35T. The 21T motor is the fastest, but it also runs the hottest. If you plan to drive mostly on unpowered or rough terrain, the 35T motor is the better choice. Remember, you can swap the motor anytime, it's not a permanent choice. Before installing the motor, remove the metal stickers from the side. Now align the motor with the ventilation holes and mounting points inside the chassis. The body was designed with airflow in mind, so correct alignment is important. The motor uses M3 threads, so you will need two M3 screws around 86 mm long. Secure both screws tightly. Next, take the small gear from the file 0202gearshaft.stl. The gear has 4 slots for M2 nuts. Insert a nut into each slot and press it in with the pliers. They should fit very tightly, so this may require some force. You can gently tap them with something heavy if needed. Or just push them with a pliers. But make sure the nuts are seated fully. Now screw 4 8mm screws into the gear, but only halfway. They should not protrude inside the gear. The motor shaft is D-shaped, so rotate it until the flat side is facing upward. Align one of the screws in the gear with the flat side of the shaft and slide the gear onto the motor. Now tighten the 4 screws gradually. Do not over-tighten any of them on the first pass. Instead, tighten each screw a little bit at a time, rotating the gear after each turn. If you force it, the gear may crack, and if it happens, you can always reprint the gear. Next, take the main shaft. One of its hex sides is slightly longer than the other. Place the larger onto the longer hex side. Insert the shaft into the bearing into the body plate. The other side of the shaft has a matching shape for the pinion gear inside the differential, so slide it gently until it sits properly. Now install the rear drivetrain and secure it with 2 8mm screws. And that's it, the chassis assembly is almost complete, but the steering is not functional yet, because we still need to center the servo motor and set up the electronics. To do that, we need to assemble and connect all the electronic components, and that's exactly what we will do in the next chapter. Stay tuned!